Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis. Age 52, she lost her battle with cancer. You know, it doesn't ever have an age or a background. It just comes and gets you. Hearing the news of her passing was very sad. Though she had announced it a few years ago, though she was battling, it still doesn't mean that it isn't sad. And she was so young. She was only 52. And where do I begin with Ananda Lewis? I mean, I used to watch on MTV, and she was a very knowledgeable young woman who had a direct purpose and a reason. She wasn't only just a fan of music, but she also had an opinion, and she stated it. She was, she wasn't just going to be a model or just going to be a VJ. She was going to be a person with a purpose. She was somebody that you definitely felt had a vibe with, someone that you could definitely respect what she was bringing to the craft. When she went to BT and she did Teen Summit, that spoke volumes, but she wanted to be a respected journalist, on a very male-dominated and also institutionalized systematic racism that goes on. She was not afraid to talk about different issues and different things. And a lot of those VJs that MTV had didn't always leave you with a purpose of belief, didn't always make you feel that what they're about. She didn't like women being demeaned in videos. As a matter of fact, I think it was Q-Tip's Vibrant thing, and she spoke out about it. It was Trip Out Stories that Prince called her up and said, you need to chill on that a bit, what have you. It was interesting because they had that kind of respect. But she was one of those women who crusaded against any kind of form of, something she wasn't cool with. And, very seldom do you ever hear of, especially women in the industry, speak out on things that, that is going to say, hey, this isn't cool directly. But she had a platform, and she took herself to being independent, And when you see someone like her, you had to respect that about her. She wasn't all starstruck. She wasn't all for the hype and the smoke and mirrors. She saw it as a job, but she also used her platform, and she spoke out on things that matter. So for a certain era of people who grew up remembering her, it's just like, this one is like, wow, because she really gave back a lot. She wasn't just going to just be for the eyes. She was going to be for the mind and the soul, because that's what she tried to do. And she was well-rounded as